is all this? You guys need to get in your back seat every now and then and see what the hell is going on back there. Your kids will sure enough leave a mess. Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a quick video about my hair. I figure I better do this video now because I know, I don't normally do hair reviews and things like that. So I was just really kind of doing this because it's some new hair and I'm pretty excited about it. First of all, I'm trying to do this video without turning on my air because I just have a little bit of gas left and I need to make it back to my house. So y'all, I'm probably going to start getting real glistening. But y'all just ignore it. Y'all know why. Alright, you guys, so this hair is a Brazilian Wavy texture hair that I purchased from True Glory Hair, which is a vendor here locally in Atlanta. Actually, it's in Smyrna, which is like a suburb of Atlanta. But anyway, they're a very reasonably priced vendor here in Atlanta. And I had been hearing things about it. I had a friend that had some of the hair and that she actually liked it. And, I'm like a big research girl. I like to always find out what I'm getting into before I purchase it. So I did look at some of the reviews, and for the most part, they were pretty positive. Everybody always has something negative to say. So I ventured out and I bought the hair. Now, I also have in a closure, which is from the Virgin Hair Fantasy. I purchased it in the same texture, Brazilian Wavy, because I wanted the textures obviously to match. You can't really tell right now because I have it straightened and curled, but when it's wet and wavy, when it waves up, all of the hair matches together, so that was really important to me. So let's see, I have 14-inch closure in, I have in 16-inch hair, and then I have in 20-inch hair. So I have in two bundles other than the closure. And the bundles are all like 4 ounces, somewhere around that much. The hair is pretty true to length. I mean, you can't really tell, when it's gonna let you see it here. Not quite the booty crack black that I was going for, but close enough, when it's straightened and everything. It does whiff right at the small of your back. So, you can do booty crack black if you want to, though, okay? Because they have lengths that go all the way up to, I believe, 28 inches. It's a reasonably priced vendor, very reasonable actually. Their hair starts at $50 for 14 inches, and it goes up in $5 increments. So the 14-inch is $50, the 16-inch is $55, and it goes up. 18-inch is $60, and so on and so on. Deep Wavy, which is another texture that they also have, is $10. So it starts at $60, and it goes up from there. And they also have a Brazilian Straight, which doesn't have anything but a really, really light, very faint wave to it. Now, so far, so good. I do like the hair. I haven't had any problems with it. The main things that we always check for is tangling and shedding. The hair really does not tangle, and it's long hair. I don't really have an issue with tangling, because as long as it's not excessive, because I do kind of expect your hair, when it's like rubbing across your clothes and everything, a lot of times it does tangle. So I do kind of expect that, but it hasn't actually been bad at all. But in the shedding has been very minimal. It did shed when I washed it, and I was concerned about it because actually quite a bit of hair came out when I was washing it. But I did put my hair through the ringer. I will tell you guys a little bit more about that later too. But as far as just everyday wear, it doesn't shed much. It's nothing that's unbearable. I mean, you're not leaving a damn trail of hair everywhere you go. I've had hair like that, and it is the worst. So it's not nothing like that. I have gotten to the point where I am not really a label whore when it comes to hair anymore. You guys know that I had Singori shells in for 2 years basically, and I really do like that hair. I love that hair. It was a relaxed texture hair, and I will always use that hair. Same with this hair. I like it so far. It's only been a week, of course, but so far it's been good, and as long as it's good to me, I will continue to purchase it. So yeah, I don't feel like I wasted my money. Actually, I feel really good about it, because you guys know that these hair prices have really gotten ridiculous, okay? It's just like, for real. I mean, why do we need to spend all this much money on some damn hair? You would think that a fucking person was coming with it, little man attached to all his hair. And I have been guilty of that. I have spent a lot of money on hair in the past, and I'm just not going to do it no more, because you really don't have to. There's many places out there that have good quality hair for cheaper, and you just have to look for it, and you have to research and find those vendors, but they do exist. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. Well, I've already kind of given you guys the pros: the price, the shedding, the tangling. I think those are really the three things that probably stick out the most. The cons are somewhat personal. First of all, I got to tell you guys that since I was so used to having relaxed texture hair, that hair is much coarser, and the strands are thicker, so it's kind of like heavier hair. I don't know how else to explain it, but it just lays heavier, and it doesn't you know, it just kind of more so blends, I think, with 4B hair. If you have natural 4B hair, this hair to me will not blend with it. Now, I've seen plenty of videos that everybody says, oh, it blends really well with my hair and all that. That is probably only if you leave a little teeny tiny bit of your hair out, because this hair is very silky. Even with them saying that Brazilian Wavy still is textured and it's more coarse, it is not really, it's still not really coarse and textured. It is more so than Indian hair. It's not quite as silky and fine as Indian hair, but it ain't nowhere near 4B relaxed African American hair to me, which was one of the reasons why I got a closure, because there's just no way my hair was not going to match this. Not only is it not going to match, but you know, of course, like I said, it's the wavy hair, and you're going to have your hair up here be straight and this hair down here be wavy. You know, you're going to be really trying to get the patterns to match, and that's a lot of damage, a lot of wear and tear on your own hair. So that is one of the reasons why I got the closure. But again, like I said, more on the closure in a little bit. Of this hair, I have to say it, I'm really not one of those types that like jump on a bandwagon. I have been seeing a lot of videos and people were all talking about the smell of the hair, and I was just like, oh, what is the smell? It is not going to be that big a deal. So when you go to the vendor to pick up the hair, they sell it to you sort of damp, like it looks like they had just washed it. It's not wet, dripping wet, but it's sort of damp. So when I got it, I smelled it, and it did have like this really light, faint smell, kind of like corn chips, like they said. But to me, it more so smelled like baby doll hair. You guys know what a fresh, brand new baby doll smell like? Okay, this is kind of, it had a mixture of the two, which just sounds really unattractive right now. But trust me, you guys, it wasn't really that bad. When it dried, I could smell the corn chip smell a little bit more. And I was just like, I wonder if I can get this out. So I tried to wash it. And when I washed it, it looked like it elevated and amped it up. All of a sudden, I could really smell the corn chip smell. I was like, oh no, this is not good. And I've had hair that smells before, so it wasn't that big a deal. You know, I bought hair that smells straight like dye, fabric dye, chemicals, strong, okay? And, you know, all the smells eventually go away, but you don't really want to put fresh new hair in your head smelling like corn chips if you can avoid it. So I started looking up stuff, and I saw this thing about soaking the hair in Downy. So that's what I did. I soaked it for like 5 hours and washed it out and everything, and then it smelled like Downy and corn chips. After I did it, I was just like, I should have just left it alone. So I washed it again, and that's why I was saying that I really put it through the ringer. I mean, I was washing the hell out of this hair, and really it wasn't even that big a deal. It wasn't nothing that I felt like I couldn't get over, but I just, you know, I was trying it. Now, the good thing about the Downy soak and all of that is the hair actually seemed like it was even softer. I mean, it really is nice texture here, you guys. Very, very nice. I just love it. After I washed it, I could kind of smell the Downy. I can kind of smell my Dove Intensive Repair shampoo and conditioner. I could kind of smell the corn chips. I was just like, what the hell ever. It's going to be fine. So, you know, it's been a week now and I don't smell it anymore. So it's just, you know, it's just something that eventually has to go away. You know, but if you're sensitive to something like that, then, you know, maybe you don't want to do it. Once you hot curl the hair, you know what your hot curled hair smells like. It smells like burnt hair. So it, to me, it's like, it's just a small inconvenience to me when you compare it to the price. The reason why I got the closure is, of course, I wanted to match the textures, like I said, but I also have like this problem area, like right here in the front, you guys. I kid you not. The shit will just don't do right up in here. So I was like, I'm going to get a closure. And the good thing about a closure is that you're able to braid away all your hair and you put this closure on. It's on a lace piece, a French lace piece. It's like a toupee. The hair, they put the hair on this piece of lace, and then it's probably about this big, you guys, and it is placed on your head according to where you want your part to be. When Amanda put this closure on, I had it in the middle of my head. Look at my face, it's just as shiny. Ooh, I got to hurry and get out of here. Had her put this part in the middle, and it was fine in the middle, but like after a day I kept looking up at that part and I was just like, this is just not matching. The thing with closures is placement. Wherever you place your closure, you have to be really careful in order for it to look right and not look, unnatural. You know how Bucky in her hair always has her hair looks like it's starting right here? That's because her wig or her closure, whatever she is wearing, is pulled down too far. So then it gives the appearance of it like it's growing out of her forehead or something, and that's not natural. You want to have somebody that places your closure either right at your hairline or a little bit behind your hairline, just so that it looks more natural. Mine is behind my hairline, and so my hairline hair is out. We put the closure in originally for it to be a center part. Amanda did it, and when I left her place, it was fine. I was okay with it, but I kept looking up there, and I was just like, I just don't know about this. I don't really care if people know that I have a closure in, and if it's a weave. None of that bothers me, but it still has to look beweavable, okay? You still need the ladies. Your weave still need to look right, whether the shit is fake or not. I kept looking at it, and then my daughter, she would talk to me, and she would look me in the eye, and then she would look up at my hair, and she would look at my eye, and she would look up at my hair, and she wouldn't say nothing, but it's annoying to see somebody just keep checking out your hair, keep saying. So I was like, what's the matter, Jada? Don't look right. And she was like, well, Mommy, it don't really match right up in the front, right up there. So I ended up parting it on the side. I tried to go over as far as I could with the net without going off the damn closure, and part on the side. Now my part is real raggedy and scraggly looking. I don't really care. I just grabbed some hair. Once I wash it, I'll probably get my part to look a little bit more defined. I'm real bad about putting the makeup on the damn part and all of that stuff, because I mean, people already know it's not mine anyway. But yeah, most people put like some foundation or some shadow here to make it look lighter. The tricky part with that is you got to make sure that you have the right color foundation or eyeshadow or whatever, because I've seen people with orange here, it don't match. My scalp is not the same color as my face. My scalp is damn near blue. It's so white. So I have to put something up here that's lighter than maybe what somebody else would put. So it's just all of these different things that you got to do for your closure. But the closure piece is really a cool thing. And once you can get over the self-consciousness of having it, then it's fine. When you get the closure, they put it usually wherever your part is going to be. That's how they place it. Since mine is not placed for it to be a side part, I feel like it's kind of lumpier, a little bit fuller. You might not be able to see it, but I can kind of see it, but I don't really care. I still feel like it looks okay. But for it to lay the flattest, it would have been better if I had her place it on the side. Next time I get it done, which will be in like another 6 weeks, we'll put it where it's supposed to be. But it's fine. It's fine. So anyway, y'all, that's it. That is it on the particulars of the hair. Oh, I also got to say that this hair stays curled forever. This is the best hair for staying curled, because that Singori shells, my relaxed texture hair just would not stay curled, and I was used to wearing it pretty much straight. This hair, I ain't curled it since Saturday, y'all. We on Wednesday, and look, I can just do like this. I could just do like this, and it'll give me some curls again. It is really good for that. So that alone is making me love this hair. I might do like another little update video, later on down the line to let you guys know how I feel about it. But so far, so good. Okay, so I tried to answer as many questions as I thought that people would have, but I'm sure I didn't answer them all. So whatever I didn't answer, you guys just go on and put it in the bottom bar below, and I will answer whatever I can. Okay, all right, so I hope that you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.